This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the Badgers have 1st and 10 here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Hard running through a tackle. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Well, they're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with the running game here.
Boy, this guy is a complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Badgers. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense.
The pass is intercepted. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pitch to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Signs a good throw. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He lets it go on the move. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a 2nd interception today.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Let's it fly to the wideout. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fires it on the move. Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And this one goes nowhere. What can he get back to the line of scrimmage?
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He hands it off from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here, just not able to hit it.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. This is your Alabama 21, Wisconsin 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. And he's tackled after the catch.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up the first down.
Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Let's see if this score can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the catch. And now the defense able to bring him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Again, thrown out of the RPO. It is complete. The ball is loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the quarterback just sneaks it. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Try and muscle for the first down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught quickly. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover. And the ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football.
Chris, defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Trying to find some room. It's Williams.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Has the first down still on the move. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. They come up with...
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Badgers will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Tide offense onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Running with purpose. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Trying to extend the play. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. A change of direction. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line and this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense cannot be stopped.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes him pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A handoff to the back. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
I The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He bought some time, now lets it go. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Badgers. Will take the lead in the second half.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28.
Wisconsin, 35. Alabama, 28.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. On 1st down, it's play action. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Second down after the incompletion. The shotgun running play call. Tackled after a 4-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
The back's got it. Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it.
And they've got him. The defense makes a big play in the last play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. A terrible mistake late in the game. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the option play here. He's past the marker and still going. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. He just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. The RPO caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
He's escaping the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. It's a quarterback keeper. Touchdown, tied, and they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, this quarterback already has 2 touchdowns in this game, doing a great job of running the option. If I'm this defense coordinator, I'm making some tweaks to have to account for the quarterback in the run game.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Badgers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Williams. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. And the Badgers pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver, that primary target, forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Catch made on the out route.
I know they have big hopes for this drive and where it could ultimately end, but by not picking up that first down, we got a 4th down. They've got to get the first down before they worry about scoring.
by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Home crowd trying to make a difference on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter, game on the line, and then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not, and that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Across the 40, at the 20, inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.